All right, greetings, for joining us. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm not going to talk about the Royals anymore. The Royals of England is like the Mickey Mouse of England. That's something to be proud of. And so you have like your family line of just who's going to be a mascot for the country for the next 80 years or something. That's fucking hilarious. Like a rag doll. Here, wear this crown. It'll look ridiculous. Just like Disney World. I'm surprised Iran and all those other places don't have their own Mickey Mouse version. I guess they do to a certain level. Sometimes they have militias and all that. It's a fun world. That's why the aliens look at us scratching their heads like, what's wrong with you people? We don't know. Not to say the aliens don't have problems themselves. Yeah, they can be pretty stupid themselves. So, are the tall whites controlling America? I don't think they are. There might be some influences going on. I mean, they're not going to tell us anyway. The tall whites are known to have. I mean, obviously, they're not appearing here physically, which would make things a lot easier instead of all this hearsay, which gets kind of old after a while. But if you tap into the energies of it, yeah, some of the tall white beings can be kind of angry and arrogant, but some others can be not arrogant, not none of those things. But I believe they're trying to make sure we don't blow ourselves up because a lot of them do come from Orion. So not to say they're bad, it's just they've been through their own, they've been through their own problems. They've been through a lot of what we're going through. So on other worlds, you just have to tap into it. It's just the vibe I'm getting from them, and I've channeled them in the past. Of course, everybody needs a physical proof, but they can't do that because we're animals. Always right now we're animalistic. If you haven't noticed that, you see the violence going around in the world. This World War III rumor that keeps happening here, which, we're having a version of it. So I don't think it's controlling America. I mean, there is influences. So Iran has, issues with Israel. So you say there's some tall whites influencing that. If they appear physically, they probably do somewhere. We'll just never. I don't know what happens. It happens, but yeah, they can appear with all their their fourth dimensional self, and they can appear angry or whatever. They can be pretty intense. Once it gets real, it gets really real. So I know some people want the alien contact, but I don't know. It's be careful what you wish for. Yeah, they can screw you up too. Also, there's Edward Peach. I was gonna say Peach. Ophiel. It was in the submitted through ET Origins. So he wrote books about astral. I didn't look too much into his stuff, but he felt like an alien being. He's not that. I don't think he's that well known. But yeah, you can just look up his name. I would just look up all of that. Edward Peach Ophiel, something like that. You get an alien vibe instantly from him. So you can say he's there to help others connect to the astral realms, connect to themselves. Yeah, just basically move up a dimension. Nothing wrong with that. If only the rest of the world knew how to do that. But it feels like his writings also does an energy cleansing, which I think I saw on one of the reviews of the book. I just looked really quick, but definitely it has I think his books are hard to get. At least some of them might be. They can be kind of expensive because they're kind of rare. It makes sense why. Yeah, because we're part of the world that's chaos, and we have this tall whites pushing people around somewhat. There's more to it than that. But yeah, well, anyway, we're going to the fairy realm. Also, this is elementals. If anybody asks about the elementals, I've been channeling the dragons, the wizards. That's all elemental energy, also. But I don't think I've done the fairies in a while, so give their point of view of how screwed up we are. Not to talk down to our world, because we put up with a lot. Of course, the Arcturians are being channeled by some channelers, and I don't know if those even are the Arcturians. Just another spiritual hijacking. Because I don't think the art. I mean, there might be some Arcturians that talk down to people, but I mean, some people need that, but I don't know. I don't think the Arcturians would do stuff like that. But whatever. Yeah, it's like a double being out there, a double channeler out there that looks like a double. Channels Arcturians. Yeah, all says his name all the time. I'm not gonna go into that, but anyway. But yeah, the tall whites, yeah, they've just been through a lot, from what I can gather. At least on a energy level, tap into their frequency. Um, yeah, they're not ones to make appearances. Well, they have their, like I say, they have their own situations they have to deal with. But I feel like they are trying to make sure that we don't wipe ourselves out. But yeah, why World War II was, like the atomic bombs and all that. I mean, you had to go through that to a certain level. I mean, we're at the point we're given technologies. We have to try things out. If we're doing the whole AI thing, it's trying to take over society to a certain. The trans situation and the AI, they're all interconnected somehow. So yeah, we have AI taking over, so you have the whole trans manipulation that's happening, and they're just it's part of the plan, I guess, part of the growth, you can say, that we're going through. Okay, all right, we're going to real quick here. Just have unintended comment, private sessions. Go. The schedule. We have the shop here. I'm like late. I'm like on the 23rd or 24th. I'm way behind. The webinar, social network, behind the scenes. Yeah, I finally updated the archive page. Oops, and we got ET origins. I'm going to change this around eventually, but right now it's good enough. But yeah, you can submit through ET origins. I thought I lost everything. Okay, all right. All right, we're going to the tall whites, and we're going to Edward Peach. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. And going to the fairy realm. So, all right, get settled here. The cats are here. They're just sleeping. I mean, it is like 1 o'clock in the morning, so they're having a 12-hour nap or 14-hour nap. Okay, all right. Here we go. Blessings. Brings me to tall whites. It's always up to you to believe whatever you wish to believe in. Some are going through the drama of the soul, or the trauma. There's a lot of diversity here on this planet that has not been healed. Of course, it's been weaponized by reptilian beings. Well, the reason why these beings cause difficulties here, it's not just reptilians, but they're known to, reptilian beings are like a teacher in school. Like, they can be your friend, but then they can also be your enemy. They push you, they stab you, they see what, it's like coming from like an Asian, teachings. Like, they'll hit you with a whip just to get you to be motivated to do more with yourself, and to explore yourself, to stop being so lazy, and so on. So, obviously not everyone wants to hear that, but As for the tall white frequencies here, our energies are used often by other beings to make it feel like we're here to control society, which is not the case. We do live among you. We don't always agree what's happening on this planet. We're not ones to manipulate your realm. Now, there might be some tall whites that might be influenced by other beings, reptilians. There's some tall whites that are a little bitter towards humanity. They see how, well, I mean, many beings are just afraid of where humanity is going to go on this planet. You've seen other worlds where humanity destroyed itself, and this one, not to say it's going to go into that direction, but you see the AI energies. You get tested by certain timelines, and there are timelines where humans are embedded within artificial intelligence, become your version of the grays. You won't be the grays, no, but and you're already seeing that with some individuals want AI, and some of them are connected. Maybe they're losing their individual soul at this point. But it's all free will on that level. It's just finding yourself. So as for the tall white frequencies, I mean, we're here to assist you on this incarnation, but it's still up to you. It's always been your world, it always will be. But yes, not to say we're perfect ourselves. We do cause. I mean, we get angry like anybody else. We can become a little bit too real for other, like scaring them, because we get irritated by humans a lot. If you see an irritated tall white, they're just kind of tired of the human energies. At least how programmed humans have been here, and that can also rub off on us and cause us to not think clearly. So, but as for your society, it's basically just it's best just to focus, yes, on yourselves or individual self, not necessarily the collective, because some will get pulled into artificial intelligence programming and become kind of like a Borg type being if they're not there already. So yeah, you have the trans people finding themselves there, but some are going to find more how AI they really are. And the idea is not to lose yourself, but it's up to the individual. It's like drinking too much, doing too much drugs, too much alcohol, too much artificial intelligence. I think you have the idea of it. So it's basically, and there's nothing wrong with entertainment. It's just some might take it too far where entertainment becomes their lives and start imitating what they see, like on television, or imitating what channel messages they get from secret space programs. And it might be in part of your past, but it's in the past. It doesn't have to be in your future or current timeline. Others connect to it in the past. They get lost in the secret space program ideas. Maybe they don't want to find themselves. They'd rather just go here, there, and everywhere but themselves. It's like they're trying to avoid who they are, which happens a lot. You're just doing it more galactically. So, but as for the human race itself, is it going to survive this? Most will, but some that are advanced here spiritually are also known to get lost spiritually, as some of you have noticed that. It's basically to, yes, break out, free yourself from the mind control, which does come from the military energies. But once again, it's to see if you're ready for a higher frequency reality, which many are not. But that can change. Your society can't upgrade itself. It can let go of your old ways and actually start evolving. It won't be easy. There's still be some infighting, but you can connect to the astral, it's become more of a space race, basically go into, eventually, humanity will be more, connected to the universe, your galaxy. And you look at what you're living now is so primitive. But this is a stepping point, though. It has a purpose to clear out your darkness, to become more understanding of it. But basically, more of your schools in your future be more of just trying not to make the same mistakes again. Instead of just worrying about the history of your earth, which is not, it's important, but not really. It is and it isn't. It's like, do you need to focus on that? Man, just focus on your future and just not repeat history. So you can go forward, yes, so you can evolve, go to the moon, live on the moon, go to other planets, become more of a scientific mind if you want to. Not everybody has to be scientific. You need some that still are connected to the soul and spirit realms. But we do see you traveling the solar system without going too crazy. But that is your next phase. And obviously, yeah, there's no rush for it, but eventually that's going to be part of your normal reality. So you say you're just being prepared for it currently. And that's what many of you on a stars seed level are understanding yourself spiritually, not to get too lost there. So basically, your teachings are here to teach the rest of the world to figure itself out. At least for some of you, at least. Others are going to be lost for a very long time. If you're going through trauma of the past, like even it's the alien program, secrets, yeah, you might sit in that wheel for a long time. But if you start to want to evolve, become a futurist, to actually grow, I mean, that's what you came here for. At least some of you have. Others are just going to go out in a wheel and just talk about the secret space programs and go nowhere. You'd be surprised how many are kind of stopped in their growth because of all that. Blessings. Greetings, this is Edward Peach. A moment. Whereas I'm actually a collective of beings. I do have our Arcturian connection. I have connections all through this universe. Yes, even I have my own darkness, as many do here. That's why many of you come here to look into your darkness to repair it. It's like you have like a leak in your car or you need a tune up. That's why you came here, to do some internal repairs. So obviously not many want to look at it that way, but it's basically kind of fixing your soul. I would say repairing it, making it better. It's patching things up, but reinforcing your frequencies so you can handle the higher energies. Basically, in the higher dimensions, everybody has vulnerabilities and you can see it more clearly. So you come here to fix those vulnerabilities, insecurities, whatever it might be. So that's why you go through the shadow, you go through your darkness to heal it, to go through physical abuse as necessary. It doesn't mean you have to get pulled into that physical abuse, like to become an abuser, which many do. If they become an abuser after being abused, yes, they're going to be here for a while. And maybe you're entrapped here for a while until they heal that. So it's basically your idea is to come here to heal your energy field, so nobody can get in. Because in the higher realms, you can see your vulnerabilities. It's like, man, I gotta get that fixed, and you don't do it for 1,000 or 2,000 years. Eventually, you have to start looking into. Of course, when you come here into this world, it's like, wow, I'm just filled with problems, aren't I? And so, not to say you're coming here to be perfect, but just healing what you feel. It's kind of like doing plastic surgery on yourself, but it's like energy surgery, and not just to patch it up, but to really just to make yourself new, to improve yourself so you can handle the higher dimensions, so you become stronger. Yes, more what they call it, mature to a certain level. Of course, when you go into higher dimensions, you can lose that maturity pretty quickly. Well, you're in a bubblegum reality. It depends on where you are. And you just become a kid again. So you come here to take yourself more seriously, become more, more diplomatic, you can say, for some of you. It all depends on your incarnations here. Many just would come here, they incarnate here. It's kind of like a roller coaster ride. But some of you are going into the inner workings through spirituality to the roller coaster, how to build this world, how to build your own worlds, how to improve them. Some of you have other worlds that you're working on currently, so come here to fine tune it. Some of you are, yes, you're here to leave a lot of your darkness here to clear it out. It's like, okay, I'm done with that side of myself and have a more higher frequency, a more diverse energy. You'd be surprised how many beings are afraid of reptilian energies, and you're here to make heal that racism. Because it does, there's galactic racism to a certain, well, especially when you have reptilian beings that manipulate your energy all the time. Obviously, you might get tired of that after a while, and then you stop, but you come here to kind of face that, to heal that connection, see the good side of them, and so on. There's just, and you can see their creation. You can, you not just come here to be irritated by this planet, but also see its good sides, which many of you are doing. But it's also basically my books, my connection to help you connect to the astral realm when you are ready to cross over. When you connect to the text that I wrote, helps you understand the spirit realm. He brings the spirit realm to you. And so when it's time for you to leave, you just cross over without any issues. Blessings. Greens, we are the fairies. Yes, you can say we are the divine feminine. The femininity, basically, to explore it. So obviously, many come into your incarnation world and kind of exploit it. Of course, they've done that in the astral or in the astral realms and the Garthian realms. They've done that many times there too. Of course, you might get caught here in this reality. It's like, we're not putting up with that anymore. So, but yes, you are in a reality of a lot of manipulations, especially those, yes, beings, that trickster beings that will probably become, those of you that need to know will know eventually. If, yeah, just some of you already know what's happening, but there might be, basically, you'll get the truth that is necessary when it's necessary. Just that's a little bit cryptic going into that. But basically, your world, yes, the world is a building of other worlds here. Yes, it's just like, it's like living inside of a mall that constantly, not always has chaotic frequencies. It is very connected to nature, and nature has its issues also. Nature is not the answer to everything. It can't help, but we have a tree planted outside. It's like, oh, great, you have problems too. We have something to, now we can relate to each other, but maybe we can sort this out together. Also, grass has consciousness also. So some people that incarnate as grass, some of that consciousness is energies that are used to being walked on by others. So it's like, do you feel like you're a human being walked on by everybody? Or maybe you were grass in your last life. So eventually you might move up from that. Dirt doesn't always feel that way. Sometimes dirt does feel that way. Usually grass feels like, hey, I'm this nice looking grass. I'm very comfortable. And people are walking on me. What did I do wrong? Am I ugly? So you don't have to look at it that way, but some grass feels that way. Some dirt feels that way too. Actually, dirt feels very much like your earth, basically the building blocks, kind of like clay. It's here to build your planet, to make it better. It's part of the soil of your reality, help things grow. Some of you might start remembering your lifetimes as earth, as, yes, dirt. You don't have to call yourself dirt. You can and you can't. It's up to you on that one. Some of you have been mountain energies. But yeah, the elementals here don't always the wind, the skies don't always get along with each other. It's just basically, it has its own consciousness, of course, diverse consciousness. Yeah, Mother Earth is a part of all of this. Everything all together. Sometimes Mother Earth is going crazy. I mean, she needs to go through this. She saw where humanity can go, like darkness wise, and she really wanted to experience that. And she will go into her own issues also. So we're all in this together. Yes, it's okay to fall on your face and look terrible, but it's also good to build, stand up also. It's good to make a fool out of yourself every once in a while, but you're not taking yourself too seriously, which many do. And that's why they get poked every once in a while. It's like, chill out. Let your hair down. Take it easy. You don't have to be grass and feel sorry for yourself all day. Not all grass feels sorry for it, but some do. And you might actually feel that sometimes. Go into a field, it's like this field, like some meadows might feel, oh, it feels very nice. And some places like, wow, there's just these guys are just not getting along with you. The grass isn't getting along with the trees. Now you're with the sky, they're not getting along with anybody. Just another way of looking at your reality. Blessings.